Hola, buenos días. En primer lugar, presentarme. Soy Ricardo Chiva, uno de los coordinadores del máster, junto con Rafa La Piedra, que está también aquí conmigo conectado. Y bueno, en principio no sé si preferís que hagamos la presentación en inglés o en castellano, dependiendo de la audiencia. Si queréis o preferís que lo hagamos en inglés, por favor, decírnoslo y pasamos al inglés. De momento, si no nos decís nada, eh, lo hacemos en castellano. No veo las...
Vale, sí, Sara ha dicho que en inglés, por
¿En
favor.
inglés? Okay. So, thank you, Sarah. Welcome, everybody. So we will then start with the presentation of the master degree in English. So, as you can see, the university is a university master degree, Máster Oficial Universitario, as we say in Spanish. This means that in Spain we have two kinds of masters from the university, two sorts of master. One are the masters propios, which are offered by the university, but they don't uh, have to present their proposals to the ministry, and so they are more flexible sometimes, but the requirements are not so demanding. And then we have the masters oficiales, universitarios, which are very demanding, and they have to go and present the information and the requirements to the ministry. These masters oficiales, they have several benefits. One of them is the most important one is that you are allowed to afterwards to go to a PhD, studies, because the other ones they don't allow you the masters propios. Okay, so this is one of the most important aspects in this master, which is an official master universitario. Okay, next year we will start with the 10th edition. So this is the 10th year we are, going through this master. And this master is organized by the Área de Organización de Empresas of our university, which is a management area. Okay, it is 1.5 years master degree. Okay, 90 ECTS, right? First year 60 ECTS, and the second year the rest of them, the 30 ECTS. Okay. Okay, general description of the master. Okay, this master is taught in English. At the beginning, it wasn't taught fully in English. It started half English, half Spanish. But as the master developed, we thought, and the ministry suggested to become fully in English. And a lot of foreign students started to enroll and to be an important part of the master, to be an international master. Okay, so our idea is to focus on general management. That means that we don't focus on finance, we don't focus on marketing or other aspects, but we try to improve the competencies and abilities of students that want to become managers in several or general aspects, okay, in organizations. If we had to describe our master, we would speak about these three concepts: innovation, consciousness, and internationalization. Okay, this is our definition if you want to understand it in this way. Okay, we focus on new trends, on the process of innovation in organizations, in companies, and also we care for the aspect of consciousness. So we believe that to maximizing profits is not the only goal of organizations, but also maximizing the benefits in society, in the environment, for human beings in organization, etc. So this is our philosophy, and we try to transmit this to our students and in the master. And also, as it is a master taught in English, internationalization is the third point that we care about. So we invite a lot of CEOs and managers from other countries, and our lecturers and professors try to explain the ideas of making organizations to become more international oriented, right? So as we said, general aims of the master, it is an advanced master program on management. As it is official, it gives you the possibility of being an introduction to a PhD program if you want to continue in Spain or in another country. Okay. At the same time, we provide society with highly qualified, innovative, conscious, and global managers, as we just explained. Right. So who will be teaching in this master? Okay, professors and lecturers from our university, UGI, and other Spanish and foreign universities. Here we have a picture of Harry Jakane from University of Helsinki, who just came last week to our master. Well, in fact, this week, yesterday he was here teaching in our master. And it is very common that, okay, professors and lecturers from other universities come here to teach. Also, we care about the experience from CEOs and managers from other international companies. Here we have Keiichi Toyoda from SpyShop Japan. He couldn't make it to come. Sometimes it's very difficult and expensive to make to invite several managers or people to come here. So sometimes they just connect to the line, and we can have their points of view. They explain how they work, the companies they have created or set up. It's quite interesting. And here we have Francisco Baile from Alternativa 3. Is a company created in Barcelona, and they are very conscious, and he came here to explain to us how they work. So it's quite interesting because they see examples and they see how they work, these several international companies. So when do the lectures take place? Normally, the idea is that Mondays and Tuesdays are the days for the lectures, from 9 to 2 hours, okay, in the morning. It's quite intensive, but it is the way we think is the best. So you have time during the week, so you can work on the tasks or reading or doing other stuff you want to do, okay? So in the first semester, is from October to January. We start at the beginning of October. First week, normally 3rd, 4th October. And in January, we have normally the exams. We have a couple of sessions and then 2 weeks of exams. And then the second semester starts in February and then until the end of June. And then we have all the exams too, right? So by then, we start to prepare you for the third semester, which will take place, from October to January, where you will develop or work on your thesis, on your master's thesis, and also try to do the in-company placement or internship, which is the third semester. So the structure, as I explained briefly at the very beginning, is 90 ECTS in 3 semesters. 60 ECTS are compulsory courses, so this is the first year, and then 15 of internship and 15 ECTS of the master thesis, individual management research project, or research report, as we name it here, right? So here you can see the subjects. The ones in the first semester: strategic management, advanced planning and formulation, generally speaking. So it's about strategy, analyzing the environment. And then in the second subject, this business environment implies analyzing these aspects in innovative organizations, focusing very much on innovation, aspects related to marketing, to finance, to other stuff. And then human resource management and organizational behavior, the human side of people, of management in organizations, operation management. Okay, all these 4 subjects are the first 4 subjects in that are going to be taught in the first semester. In the second semester, second part of strategic management, implementation in a specific context, family businesses, international companies, etc. Then we focus also in industry, networking, other aspects. Also, we will continue with organizational change management and also human resource management, and also information management, as you can see there. So these, we believe, are the main topics, and within them, we introduce many other aspects like knowledge management, organizational learning, many other stuff, okay, that you can see in these several subjects, okay. These subjects, although you can see that there is a person in charge of these subjects, Professor Montserrat Boronat in the first one, etc., it doesn't mean that Professor Montserrat Boronat is the only lecturer or professor here. Obviously, normally, and these subjects are taught by experts on the matter, on the specific things that they're teaching you. So they because they have done a PhD, because they are researching on that. So it's not something like in the degree where some lecturers are teaching a book and a handbook or something like that. They are really experts on that matter, and they focus on these aspects to you. So in most of the subjects you're gonna have 4, 5, 7 lectures from the university, plus CEOs, managers, and also some also experts or professors from other universities. So it's quite changing and quite interesting for the students. Semester 3, okay, as we said, it starts also in October, although the internship is quite specific, and sometimes some students decide to start during the summertime if they can make it, and even work, although normally it takes 2-3 months to work in these companies. Some students prefer to work for more time. Oh, okay, it's up to them depending on the company. Okay, and the master's thesis, as we said, starts in October. So tutors are assigned, and then based on that, right, so the students start to work and they can present in February next year. Right, if they can make it, because it's the first round, okay, no problem, they can try it again in June. And if they can make it, because of they're busy with the internship, they can try it again next October. So there are 3 rounds, 3 possibilities in order for the students to have the options to work and at the same time develop the master's thesis. Right, so this is, for instance, the program that we have already developed for next year. As you can see, 3rd September, 1st October is the first day. So next year we start the 3rd September. Here you have all the dates. Okay, normally, as I said, Monday and Tuesday are the classes. Sometimes it changes. For instance, this week, we're gonna have the classes 7th, 8th January, and it's gonna be a Tuesday and Wednesday because Monday is gonna be still holiday, okay, in Spain. So, right, things like that. But otherwise, it's normally Monday and Tuesday. Here you have already fixed the exams data, and the second semester, the same, okay, with the several classes, everything is already done. Right, we have also the possibility of, for our students to go in the second semester to another university, right? As you have here in this slide, as you can see, there are agreements with other universities, with the University of Salford in Manchester, with 2 universities in Germany, from Hochschule and Hochschule Bochum, also a university in Finland, the Centria, and 3 universities in Italy, Università Politecnica della Marche, degli Studi Sassari in Sardinia, and Universidad Cattaneo in Milan. Okay, because of these agreements are Erasmus agreements, and they demand us from our students some requirements. Okay, normally our idea is that you go in the second semester if you feel like, if you want. Okay, they have their own masters there, but it's easy to compensate these our subjects with their subjects, and they have certain requirements. For instance, in Salford, they want our students to have a certificate of B2 level of English, Carlo Cattaneo B2 level of English, the university in Ancona, the Politecnica della Marche, a B1, Sassari also a B1. Hochschule, they demand a B2 level of English, and the other two universities you see there, one in Germany and the other one in Finland, just a B1 in English. But this is a specific requirement, and it has to be obviously the students have to have it in order to go to those universities. Okay, concerning ourselves, concerning the applications and the possibility of enrollment in our master. Okay, we don't really require a specific certificate, but we just want some certificate, something that says that you have at least an intermediate level of English, which is a B1, or an upper intermediate level. The best thing is to have, obviously, an upper intermediate level of English, which is a B2 level, right? Anything, Cambridge or any other thing. Or sometimes it just, some people say, well, I've been studying all my life, or at the school in English, I can show you this or that. So please give us something where we can see that you already have this level of English, because otherwise it is a problem. If you come to the school and to the master, and it is very difficult for you to speak, to communicate, to explain what you're doing, the readings, etc. So best thing is that. So try to, when you present your degrees, your certificates, please include this certain certificate of your level of English. But as I said, we don't require a specific official one, but something that shows us that, okay, obviously you have this level. Okay, so more or less, this is the idea. We take into account the CV, this is the 70%, the academic record, okay, your marks, your previous marks, the English level. As we said, it's a 20% in our evaluation, but as long as you have it, okay, obviously. Certain professional experience is obviously taken into account, or other stuff. And normally we don't carry out an interview, but if we have doubts, if we consider that maybe or maybe not, sometimes we can contact you for an interview. So we go for this 30% motivation, social skills, or skills that we will see in the conversation we might have. Okay, through a Zoom or any other possibilities, options to have a conversation online. Okay, right. Sorry. Yeah. So here we have an example of an international atmosphere of our students. Okay, this is a little group of our students. Okay, so people in our master come from many countries. Spain, obviously, South Korea, China, Uruguay, Haiti, Birmania, Italy, Costa Rica, Germany, Colombia, Serbia, Argentina, Romania, USA, Algeria, Mexico, Morocco, Senegal, UK, Finland, Peru, Denmark are some of the countries, some of the countries where, okay, they send us students to our masters. So it's quite an international atmosphere, really nice. And okay, and it's very interesting also in class, because everyone has got a background, different approaches, etc. So concerning that, okay, we are more interested in backgrounds that are related, a little bit related to administration, management, economics, and so on. But we also are very interested in profile, also in backgrounds related to engineering or staff or similar staff, or any other people that, okay, even if they study communication, journalism, or that they want to, if they want to really get deep into the management world, okay, we welcome you also in our master, because we believe, even if it might require a little bit more work for you, we believe that you can make it. And many students coming from these areas, social sciences, humanistic sciences, and obviously engineering and business economics, they could make it. So there is no problem in that from their background. Okay, so this is the data concerning the pre-registration and enrollment, phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Phase 1 is the most interesting one because, okay, obviously places are now available. First phase opened 18th April, and until the 19th June, you can be applying. And the enrollment will be from the 16th to the 21st of July, because obviously from the 19th June until the 15th of July, the administration department that has to analyze your degrees, etc., your requirements, has to analyze whether you can administratively take the course or not, okay? And then from that point starts the academic side. Rafa and myself analyze the CVs and your data, and we decide if you're a student for the master or it's gonna be too tough for you, okay? Concerning, but most of the times it's a matter of the level of English, or sometimes problems with the administration because your degree hasn't been accepted because of several reasons or things like that, okay? And then you have this phase 2 and phase 3, okay, from the 27th June to September. Also the possibility of pre-registration, and then again from the 5 September to 31st October. But normally this phase 3 is quite complicated because the master is already started. Normally we already have the students, so okay. Okay, more information, you have further information in this link. Okay, here you have some emails for administrative purposes and for academic purposes. Obviously, for academic purposes, Rafa and myself are the ones to contact, but for administrative purposes, and if you are international student, please contact Mara Melissa Marcelli in this email, study@ugi.es. But if you come from the university, you can contact link master@ugi.es or the other email from Maricarmen Beltran. Okay, they can help you with the administrative stuff better than us because we don't really know some of the procedures, some of the requirements, etc. But obviously, if you have doubts concerning the year, the subjects, and other stuff, okay, we are happy to help you. Right, we have a LinkedIn webpage recently created, and there so you can see some of the information of the master or anything. Okay, quite interesting for you to take a look at the master. And here, if you have time, we have I think I have to share. We have a video of the master that we did some years ago, and if there are still people watching us, we can watch it. Okay, I stop the sharing and try to share. Let me see.
Ricardo,
Sí.
una pregunta, tenemos una pregunta.
Okay.
Vale, a ver, Sara nos pregunta que acaba, en plan, en junio tendrá, a finales de junio obtendrá su título y que dónde tiene que entregarlo porque va a presentar su solicitud antes de que le den el título. Entonces dice que dónde tiene que entregar el título. Y si le puedes contestar en inglés, por favor.
Okay. Okay. Sarah. Yes. Well, you should contact study uhi.es. Okay, that's the idea. Because in fact, I think you sent me an email the other day, and I forwarded your email to Mara. I don't know if maybe she didn't answer you back, but I will talk to her again. But she will help you with the process, because sometimes the process is a little bit complicated for foreign students, because obviously you have to to handle more information, more data, and it becomes a little bit more complicated. But it is not us who can help you, but it is Mara in that email.
Mara is one of the contacts that you have in the slides of the presentation that Ricardo has done just now. So you have the email address there, so you can contact with Mara. It's Mara Melissa.
Yeah.
Vale, y tenemos otra cuestión suya, perdón. Es
Yeah.
que si la universidad tiene convenio para hacer las prácticas, que si tiene convenio con empresas de habla inglesa o de otro idioma que no sea el español, porque dice que su español no es muy bueno.
It's complicated, yes, because most of the companies, well, the first thing is that we suggest the students to look for their own in-company placement, okay? Because one of the most important tasks for a student, and it happened to me when I did my master degree too, is to look for the job you would like to do. So to contact companies and say, okay, I'm doing this master in management and I would like to work in your company for 2-3 months. Okay, is it possible? Okay, so this is something that we encourage you to do. Okay, secondly, we have the option of these Erasmus in-company placements, okay, that normally, if you're interested in, it's quite interesting, but there is a procedure, there is a process that takes some time, but finally at the end, some people go to those companies. We have some students now in France, in Italy, in other countries, because they did it in such a way, okay? So asking for a Erasmus grant for practices, for internship, and it's quite an interesting option for you, right? And thirdly, okay, of course, we have some small contacts with some companies that might help you, but there are just a few, okay? It's quite, those contacts are based on these CEO or managers that sometimes teach with us, but it's not, sometimes they have the option to attend our students, but sometimes they don't. So it's a little bit complicated. It's difficult for us to say, okay, our CEOs or the managers that normally work for us are going to accept you, because it depends on the time of the year. It depends on many situations they have, okay? But sometimes it happens. So these three options, these three aspects are essential. First of all, you try it by yourself, okay? This is very important. Secondly, the Erasmus grants, okay? And thirdly, sometimes, yes, of course, we have some options, but not that many, I must say, okay? Not at the end of the time is...
Usually, sorry, Ricardo, usually the companies that are here in Spain, they require that the students have a good knowledge of, or a good level of Spanish. This is one of the requirements that they have. And in this master, as you have seen, we have students from all over the world, and some of them, they don't speak Spanish. There, we have some problems to find companies for them. But in these cases, they usually use the option of the Erasmus grants, and then they do the work placement in a foreign country. So as Ricardo has said, there have been students doing the work placement in Italy, in Germany. Now there is one in Switzerland, and in this case, obviously, the only language that they must speak fluent is English. So. But yeah, for someone, if someone wants to do the work placement in a Spanish company, usually the Spanish company requires to have a good level of Spanish.
Yeah. Claudia,
and if I can highlight something of this master, I would say just this international atmosphere, this international environment that we have. that you have seen in one of the slides. We have students from China, Germany, France, Italy, Finland, Denmark. So, and I think, and all the contacts that the students can make, this can be very, very useful for the future.
So, but
Ya
if,
está, dice que muchas gracias y que ha sido de mucha ayuda vuestra respuesta.
Pues,
can you see the video, Claudia? ¿Puedes ver?
Sí, yes, sí que se ve.
Vale, voy a ponerlo. Okay. This is from the second edition. I'm younger than, obviously. Oops.
¿Está pausado, puede ser? O al menos
Sí.
yo...
Se ha quedado un poco.
Vale,
Ah,
ahora
ok.
está cambiando, pero es que está... Yo no se ve... A ver...
El máster en dirección de empresas o máster en management, un máster a tiempo completo, de 1 año y medio de duración, que se imparte fundamentalmente en inglés, está dirigido a graduados o licenciados con un interés en liderar empresas y organizaciones desde un punto de vista internacional y con una perspectiva innovadora. El máster permite a los estudiantes realizar una estancia de 6 meses de duración en universidades extranjeras como Salford en el Reino Unido o como Carlo Cattaneo en Italia. Además, les ofrece la posibilidad de realizar prácticas en el extranjero.
I choose masters in management due to possibility to study it on English. That is not the case with many universities. And here I had possibility to meet friends from various cultures, from different backgrounds. And also I made new knowledges about entrepreneurship, about new branches of management that I didn't know before. And I improved the knowledges in management in various segments and sectors. And I meet a lot of great professors that help me develop my potential to best.
He elegido el máster en management de la UGI porque considero que es una continuidad de mis estudios y por tanto he podido aprender conceptos más específicos que podré aplicar el día de mañana. Aparte he aumentado mucho mi nivel de inglés gracias a sus clases impartidas en este idioma y la razón principal es porque tengo una pequeña empresa montada en la playa de Gandía y en la cual he podido ir aplicando estos conocimientos nuevos en mi empresa y espero poder seguir desarrollándome en un futuro.
Soy ingeniera en industrias alimentarias y una de las razones por las que me interesó este máster era porque podía complementar mis estudios, aparte de poder reforzar lo que había aprendido en la práctica laboral. Algunos aspectos importantes del máster es obviamente el inglés y que los expertos que vienen no solamente son de aquí, sino que también son del extranjero. I chose this master in order to get more information in business administration. It's interesting due to the fact that they are introducing highly innovative concepts from this field, and the experts that we received offer us different points of view. I really enjoy it because the concept that I studied before, now I can apply them in more concrete aspects from the organizational environment.
Okay.
Perfecto, Ricardo. Pues de momento no hay ninguna pregunta más. Yo ya he puesto
No questions.
que si alguien tenía alguna pregunta que lo dijese, pero no hay ninguna pregunta. Entonces, como tienen vuestro contacto y eso, que si tienen alguna cuestión a lo largo de estos días, que os lo pregunten a vosotros por correo y
Mhm.
ya está.